criteria Cognitive Aptitude Test, CCAT, is one of the most widely used pre-employment aptitude tests, especially for roles that require problem-solving, critical thinking, and the ability to learn quickly on the job. It is used by companies to evaluate a candidate's general cognitive ability in just 15 minutes. The CCAT is fast-paced and challenging, consisting of 50 questions to be completed in 15 minutes, and covers a mix of topics designed to test your brain power, not just your job experience. Here are the main types of questions you will see on CCAT. Numerical reasoning. Solve math problems including arithmetic, percentages, ratios, and word problems. Logical reasoning, which includes spotting patterns, drawing logical conclusions, and solving puzzle-style problems. Abstract reasoning, where you need to analyze sequences of shapes and patterns to find what comes next. Verbal reasoning, where you understand word meanings, spot relationships between words, and evaluate written information. Spatial reasoning, where you visualize objects in 3D space, rotate shapes, and find matches. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Vadim Michalenko. I hold MBA and Master's degree in Computer Science. I have worked in the information technology field for over 20 years, and I've spent more than 15 years teaching people how to succeed in their careers. I have created online training for everyone and the website howtoanalyzedata.net to help people like you pass interviews and assessment tests and get hired for their dream jobs. In this video, I'll walk you through most common types of questions you might see on CCAT tests, including logical, numerical, and abstract reasoning questions. I will also share with you answers, solutions, and explanations to improve your chances of passing the test. The questions are shown in random order, so I recommend watching the whole video to practice and learn as much as possible. Many people have passed their tests after watching videos like this, and I hope it helps you too. Before we start, click the subscribe button and don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. If you have any questions, leave them in comments. I reply to every message I get. Now let's get started. You're presented with 3 pairs of circles. First pair has numbers 2 and 5. Second has numbers 3 and 10. And then the third pair only has one number 4. And you need to calculate the missing number and select your answer out of 4 possible choices. A 16, B 17, C 18, or D 19. Can you work it out and pick it from the answers provided? This one's simple, yet surprisingly few people manage to spot the answer. Take a close look at the first pair. 2 squared plus 1 equals 5. In fact, the number inside the small circle squared, and then increased by 1 equals number inside the large circle. Let's verify it with the second pair. 3 squared plus 1 equals 10. What's interesting here is that if you look at the original question, you might have spotted the different patterns. If you just look at the numbers in small circles, you see that they increase by 1. 2, 3, 4, and then numbers in the large circles increase by 5, 5 and 10. But then the final number would be 15, which is not one of the existing choices. But now you know how to calculate the missing number. 4 squared plus 1 equals 17, and the correct answer here is choice B, 17. In this question, you're presented with the statement, lion is to pride as fish is to, and your answer needs to be selected as one out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, pack, choice B, school, choice C, colony, and choice D, pod. Take a moment to fully understand the question and carefully choose your answer. Once you're ready, we'll reconnect to review it together. Let's get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? I hope so, because the solution here is really simple. To better understand the correct answer, let's first understand why other choices are incorrect. Choice A, pack, is incorrect because it refers to a group of wolves. Choice C, colony, is incorrect because it refers to the group of ants. And choice D, pod, is incorrect because it refers to the group of whales or dolphins. Which leaves us with school. School of fish is correct because just like a pride as a group of lions, a school is a group of fish. And the logical connection here is based on the group names for the animals. What's interesting here is that fish form schools primarily as a defense mechanism. The large number of them confuses predators, making it difficult for them to single out a target. A school of fish moves in a highly coordinated manner, creating the illusion of a single larger organism. This synchronized swimming helps in evading predators and conserving energy. Another cool fact is that fish in school communicate through visual signals and water vibrations, enabling them to change direction almost instantaneously. So the correct statement here is lion is to pride as fish is to school. And the correct answer here is choice B, school. Are you ready for more? Try this question to see how you would do. You're presented with the statement, tree is to forest as bird is to, and your answer needs to be selected as one out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, nest, choice B, flock, choice C, hive, and choice D, den. After you've selected your final answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Enjoy solving the school problem. In this question, you're presented with the expression 8 plus 6 divided by 2 multiplied by 5 minus 3 in parentheses equals the number you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 8, choice B, 10, choice C, 12, and choice D, 14. Here's what we're gonna do. Take a moment to carefully review the question, just like you would in a real test. Make sure to lock in your answer, selecting one of 4 possible choices before time runs out. And I'll join you on the other side and we'll go over the solution together. Let's go ahead and get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? I hope so, because even though expression seems complex, the solution to this problem is surprisingly simple. To solve these types of expressions, you need to know where to start and how to continue. And what could be better here than high school hint PEMDAS? Parentheses, exponents, multiplications and division, addition and subtraction. This is exactly the sequence of what you should do. Let's start with parentheses. 5 minus 3 equals 2. There are no exponents here, but there's multiplication and division. So where do you go from here? You go from left to right. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. Let's do a quick check-in to see how updated expression looks like. Now the simplified version looks like 8 plus 3 multiplied by 2 equals question mark. Let's continue just a few more steps. 3 multiplied by 2 equals 6, and 8 plus 6 equals 14. So the correct answer here is choice D, 14. But wait! Are you ready for more? Especially now, when you know how to solve these types of challenges. Try this question to see how you would do. You're presented with the expression 15 minus 3 multiplied by 4 plus 2 in parentheses divided by 3. You need to calculate the result and select your answer out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 9, choice B, 10, choice C, 11, and choice D, 12. After you've worked out your answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Enjoy solving the school expression. In this question, you're presented with analog clock, which shows current time. And you need to do the calculations for the time adjustment to determine the new time. If the clock is set back by 1 hour and 20 minutes, what would be the new time? Your choices for the answers are choice A, 1:55 p.m., choice B, 1:45 p.m., choice C, 1:25 p.m., and choice D, 1:35 p.m. Are you ready? Let's get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? I hope so, because the solution, as well as the way of solving these types of challenges, is surprisingly simple. In fact, you can solve this problem in 3 simple steps. Step 1, understanding it. Step 2, subtracting it in 2 steps. And step 3, check in your work. Let's solve this problem step by step. Let's start with the given time. I didn't tell you, but the clock shows 3:15 p.m. You might say this is obvious, but this is not necessarily so. We're getting used to checking the time on our phones or other digital devices. And to understand the time on analog clock, we need to know 3 important things. There are 3 arrows on the analog clock, and they're called hands, and they have specific names based on their function. Our hand, which is the shorter hand and indicates the current hour. minute hand, which is a little longer and shows the current minute. And then there's a second hand, which is optional in some clocks, and which is the thinnest and longest hand, which tracks seconds. Take a look at the positioning of these hands on this particular clock, and the exact time is 3:15 p.m. I think we're done with the step 1. Now let's move to step 2. We need to subtract time in 2 steps. First, let's subtract 1 hour from 3:15. Then subtract 20 minutes from the result to find the new time. 3:15 minus 1 hour equals 2:15. And then subtracting the minutes, 2:15 minus 20 minutes equals 1:55 p.m. You need to do a little bit of the mental math here to calculate the minutes, ensuring that you count backwards carefully without skipping any steps. Have you considered how to solve this problem for digital clock? For an analog clock, you visualize time changes by moving the hands backward, while for digital clock, you calculate changes numerically, adjusting hours and minutes directly. Well, regardless of which time device it is, I think the answer is the same. It is choice A, 1:55 p.m. Are you ready to practice your skills? Try this question to see how you would do. You're presented with the clock, which shows time as 7:50 p.m. If the clock is set back by 3 hours and 37 minutes, what would be the new time? Your choices for the answers are choice A, 3:43 p.m., choice B, 4:13 p.m., choice C, 4:03 p.m., or choice D, 3:53 p.m. Once you're certain with your answer, post it in comments and I'll give you my feedback. Good luck with this intriguing challenge. I think you would agree that solving this problem is like trying to find your keys in the dark. You know they're somewhere, but it's a real puzzle. Who knows, maybe this question is trying to teach us patience, which is a virtue. You're presented with 3 triangles. They all have numbers inside. First triangle has number 1 in the middle and numbers 2, 9, and 3 on the sides. Second triangle has number 2 in the middle and numbers 3, 7, and 1 on the sides. And then the third triangle has number 4 in the middle, numbers 7 and 5 on the sides, and it has the missing number in the bottom right corner. You need to calculate and select the missing number out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 15. Choice B, 17. Choice C, 19. And last but not least, choice D, 21. Are you ready with your solution? I hope you are. So let's move forward and compare our versions of the answer. If you looked closely enough, you might have noticed that numbers here are calculated across all 3 triangles horizontally. Let's look at the examples. On the top of 3 triangles, there are numbers 2, 3, and 7. 2 plus 3 plus 1 equals 7. So the pattern here is that the number in the right triangle is the sum of numbers from the left and the middle triangles with addition of the increment. Let's look at other examples. The middle number, 1 plus 2 plus 1 equals 4. 3 plus 1 plus 1 equals 5. So the missing number will be calculated as 9 plus 7 plus 1, and the result would be 17. So the correct answer here is choice B, 17. In this question, you're presented with 9 letters, and you need to build a commonly used English word. The letters are G, N, K, E, W, L, D, E, O. And your choices for the answers are choice A, knowledge, choice B, well done, choice C, gold week, and choice D, gone wild. Here are 2 important rules for you to keep in mind. Number 1, you can only use each letter once. And number 2, you have about 10 seconds to form the word. Ready? Let's get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? I hope so, because the solution is surprisingly simple. Let's start by looking at incorrect combinations. Choice B, well done, it's a valid word, but it cannot be formed from the combination of letters G and K, E, W, L, and D, E, O. Same is true for choices C and D, gold week and gone wild. So what is stores facts and information? Can be gained through learning and foundation of understanding? I think you've got it. It's knowledge. The letters G and K, E, W, L, D, E, O can be rearranged to knowledge representing facts, information, and skills acquired through experience and education. Let me spell this cool word for you. KNOWLEDGE. And the correct answer here is choice A, knowledge. I truly hope you got it right, but you might ask, what if I didn't? Ready to practice your skills? Try this question to see how you would do. You're presented with 9 letters, and you need to determine which common English word can be formed from those letters. The letters are PMT, IUE, QEN. And you have 4 choices to choose from. Choice A, equipment. Choice B, placement. Choice C, important. And choice D, apartment. Once you're certain with your answer, post it in comments, and I'll give you my feedback. Good luck with this intriguing challenge. Admit it or not, but I think you're not just about to answer this amazing question, you're about to conduct a symphony of knowledge. Each correct note brings you closer to harmonious finale of success. You're presented with 3 triangles. Each triangle has 4 numbers inside. The numbers are across 3 triangles, 2, 3, and 4, then 5, 6, and 7. Hey, easy to detect the pattern, right? And then at the bottom, each triangle also has numbers. I'll start from the left. 1, 1, 2, 0, 3, and then comes the missing number, which you need to select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 0, choice B, 1, choice C, 2, and last but not least, choice D, 3. Do you think it's a tricky question? Well, I kind of agree with you. But remember, you are not navigating this path alone. And I'm here to help, as well as other subscribers on this channel. Are you ready with your solution? Let's proceed so we can compare the answers. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist and I tried to trick you. I hope you didn't fall for it. The numbers here are calculated inside of each triangle, not across the triangles. In fact, the pattern here is that multiplication of top 2 numbers plus the increment equals the value represented by the bottom digits. Let's look at the example. For example, in first triangle, the numbers 2 multiplied by 5 plus 1, 1 is the increment, equals 11. In the second triangle, increment will be increasing, so instead of 1, it will be 2. 3 multiplied by 6 plus 2 equals 20. So the missing number can be calculated as 4 multiplied by 7 plus 3 equals 31. So the missing number is 1, and the correct answer here is choice B, 1. When you look at this question, you have to realize that when you answer it, it would feel like adding a shining star into the constellation of your success. So keep shining bright. You're presented with octagon. It has numbers inside. There are 7 numbers, and the 8th number is missing. The numbers are 48, 76, 59, 98, 12, 13, 14, and then comes the missing number, which you need to select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 15. Choice B, 16. Choice C, 17. Choice D, 18. I hope you noticed there is a pattern here. Look at 12, 13, 14, or maybe not. You think it's a tricky question? Fear not. You're in a good company on this quest. Whether you're a seasonal problem solver or just starting out, I have confidence in your abilities. Pause for a moment, channel your inner creativity, and let's conquer this challenge side by side. Your solution is just around the corner. Are you prepared with your solution? I am curious to compare notes, so let's move forward and share our answers. To answer this question, you need to look closely to determine the pattern. And the pattern here is that starting at 8 o'clock, numbers on the opposite side of the octagon are sums of digits of the numbers from the opposite side. Let's look at the example. You see the number 48 at 8 o'clock? 4 plus 8 equals 12, and that's exactly the number on the opposite side. Let's keep looking. 76 converts into 7 plus 6 and equals 13. 59 converts to 5 plus 9 and equals 14. And then the missing number can be calculated as 9 plus 8 and equals 17. So the correct answer here is choice C, 17. If you aim to sharpen your analytical skills and learn to solve challenges independently, this question will help you push yourself to the next level. Let's work on this together so you will see your abilities improve. You're presented with 3 hexagons. Each shape has 4 numbers inside. The first shape has numbers 1, 3, 5, and 18. The second shape has numbers 2, 4, 6, and 36. The third shape has numbers 2, 3, and 4. And then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 32. Choice B, 36. Choice C, 40. And last but not least, choice D, 54. Time's up. Are you ready to show your answer? And I'm pretty sure you've got the pattern for this particular question now. As you're well aware by now, 9, 12, and 3 o'clock numbers, along with the multiplier, calculate the bottom number using the formula A plus B plus C in parentheses multiplied by multiplier equals the number on the bottom. The little trick here is that multiplier is different for each one of the 3 shapes. For the first shape, the multiplier is by 2. For the second shape, multiplier is by 3. And for the third shape, you have to multiply by 4. Let's look at the example to better understand the logic. First shape has numbers 1, 3, and 5 on the top. 1 plus 3 plus 5 multiplied by 2 equals 18, because multiplier is 2. Second shape's math is 2 plus 4 plus 6 multiplied by 3 now, because multiplier is 3 equals 36. And now is the magic time. Let's go ahead and calculate the missing number. 2 plus 3 plus 4 multiplied by 4 equals 36. So the correct answer here is choice B, 36. Answering this question is like getting a lid off the stubborn jar. Frustrating, but when you hear that pop, you know it was totally worth it. So make sure to keep twisting, and the answer will come loose very soon. You're presented with the simple-looking but not as simple to answer question. How often do you question traditional ways of doing things and look for new or different methods? You need to select your answer out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, rarely. Choice B, sometimes. Choice C, often. And choice D, never. Feel free to take your time with this question, just like you would during the actual test. And when you're ready, we'll review the answer together, and I'll walk you through the solution step by step. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? I hope so, because the answer to this question is not very difficult. Let's start by understanding the answer choices and what they actually mean. Choice A, rarely, actually means I prefer established and tested methods. Choice B, sometimes, means that I question traditional methods only when necessary. Choice C, often, means that I frequently look for new or alternative approaches. And choice D, never, means that I fully trust traditional methods and avoid change. Is this how you interpreted the answer choices yourself? Make sure to post your interpretation in comments, and maybe it will make more sense. The trick with this question is that there is no right or wrong answer. Don't you love those personality questions? In reality, your answer choice is dependent upon the job you're applying for. Some job positions emphasize new ideas, solving problems, and innovation, whether some other job openings put focus on accuracy, safety, and consistency. For example, choice C, often, is a good trait to have for highly innovative and adaptable, constantly seeking for improvements and new solution positions. For example, it's the best fit for product designers, which require innovation and creativity, and data scientists, which require experimentation with models and techniques to extract insights. On the other hand, choice D, never, is a good fit for positions that provide stability and dependability, sticking with what's been proven to work. It's a good fit for compliance officers, accountants, assembly line workers, and warehouse clerks. You might ask, when is the good time to select option A or option B? I recommend you use option A when applying for roles that require consistency, reliability, and minimal deviation from proven methods, for example, quality control or data entry. And option B is useful for roles that balance traditional with occasional innovations, for example, operations manager or business analyst, where it's important to maintain stability while being open to change when necessary. Do you agree with my recommendations? Make sure to post your answer and suggestions in comments. I would love to hear back from you and learn about your experiences. To reinforce the learning though, here's the question for you to tackle. The question is, how often do you feel comfortable taking risks to explore new opportunities or challenges? And your answer choices are choice A, rarely, choice B, sometimes, choice C, often, and choice D, never. After you've made a decision on your answer, post it in comments and I'll provide you my feedback. Best of luck with this exciting challenge. Here's the brand new question for you to solve. Take a look at this pyramid, which has numbers 22, 34, 8, 14, and 20, and then the bottom row has numbers 3, 5, 9, and 11. Your choices for the answers are choice A, 54, choice B, 56, choice C, 58, and last but not least, choice D, 59. Please take as much time as you need to solve this question and reinforce your learning. And when you're done solving it, make sure to post your answer in comments so I can give you my feedback. Thanks for participating and good luck on this intriguing challenge. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you for helping us to become one of the largest YouTube channels to help people become smarter, increase your IQ, and to pass any test. If the content of this video was helpful, please make sure to click the like button to help YouTube algorithm promote this video and help other people to find it faster. Giving us a like is also a way for you to tell us that you need more content like this, and when you tell us, we will deliver it for you in the future. For links to free and premium resources, please check the description and comments of this video. You can also go directly to our website, howtoanalyzedata.net, to download the materials related to this topic. I really appreciate your endorsement, support, and patronage of this channel. And thank you for considering to become a member and considering to subscribe. Please leave feedback, suggestions, or corrections in comments. And all the best on your journey. I'll see you in my next video.